Welcome to day 4 of the 12 days of master classes. We are practicing mindfulness. This master class is presented by Talk to Tricia. And I am your presenter, Tricia Coleman. Today's discussion, we're going to cover defining mindfulness, mindfulness benefits, understanding mindfulness, practicing mindfulness, mindfulness exercises, and some surprising mindfulness products that actually really help you to practice mindfulness. So what is mindfulness? Mindfulness is purposely bringing one's attention to experiences occurring in the present moment without judgment. So when you are experiencing something, you don't think, is it right or is it wrong? I should feel this way about it. You're just in the moment, experiencing it, letting it be, being fully present. So this TED Talk, How Mindfulness Transforms Us, was really good. So I want to share it. If you have time, please watch it. It was way better than I thought it was going to be. And the takeaway that I got was to become conscious of what takes you away from presence and peace. So this is a graphic that I found. Just relax, 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 breathe, cloud gazing, walk barefoot, cook, plant, chat with friends, take a warm bath. There's different things. Forgive, forgive, forgive. Things you can do, guided meditation to practice mindfulness. How do people benefit from mindfulness? Practicing mindfulness can bring improvements in both physical and psychological symptoms, as well as positive changes in health, attitudes, and behaviors. So some more benefits is it helps relieve stress, treats heart disease, and lower your blood pressure, reduce chronic pain, improve sleep, and alleviate gastrointestinal difficulties. So I will attest to this myself. Is when I feel stress, when I feel anxiety, I feel it all physically. It manifests in my body as some type of disorder or disease. My stomach hurts. I'm having gastro problems. I'm in pain. It's hard to get up. It's hard to move. So my biggest thing was I wanted to be more present instead of thinking the negative things, thinking about the negative things that have happened in the past, or worrying about where I was going to be in the future, or even thinking about like if I had something on my calendar. And I kind of fall into this still, but I'm much better than I used to be. If I have something on the calendar that's like Tuesday, I'll be obsessing about it today. Like, okay, Tuesday I have to do this, and then Friday I have to do this. And I'm like thinking about and wondering how is everything going to go, like, 2-3 days from now or 5 days from now, instead of presently being in the moment where I'm at right now. I'm thinking about, okay, I wonder how the place is going to look. I wonder how this train is going to go. I wonder how, we go to this fun place. How is it going to be? Are the girls going to have fun? I just had family over for the holidays. And so, just thinking, okay, how is this visit going to go? Is everybody going to have fun? Are we going to do stuff? Just thinking about how things are going to unfold before they even do, that causes major anxiety. And so I've done a whole lot better with not doing that. Like, I'll think of it and I'm like, okay, it's just there. Let it sit. I'm going to keep continuing doing what I'm doing. Understanding mindfulness. Mindfulness is a way to bring yourself to the present moment by paying attention to your moment-to-moment experiences. reducing the effects of stress, anxiety, and depressive feelings. So if you think moment to moment, just being present, that has been my struggle. Like I tell you, I've been waiting to get to mindfulness because it's something that I can speak on because I have been practicing it a lot over the past year. Just being present, being aware, soaking up the moment. So, a year or 5 from now, when my husband brings it up or somebody brings up, oh, you remember in 2019, this happened, I can say yes. And I can remember how I felt, uh, the smells, the what I was doing at the moment because I am being more present and I'm thinking about each moment to moment and not just, okay, that happened. And then somebody brings it up, I'm like, oh, I don't even remember that. Well, I must not have been there because I don't remember that. So practicing mindfulness makes your life a whole lot fuller. And I did not know that. So this is a new journey that I have begun to travel, to experience. Like even if I say like, oh, I didn't care or whatever, I was soaking up that moment still. So our question for this class, what can you do, say, or think, or feel right now that will bring you happiness? So that's if somebody at work irks your nerves, your child's not listening, your mate said something crazy, or they forgot you had an appointment or a meeting and they're late and they're running you late. Like now, I'm in the crunch generation. Like my parents are getting elderly. Sometimes I have to take my dad to the doctor if they have to do a procedure where he has to be sedated. And so like just that shifting your schedule and everybody having to do things differently. And then like the last time we went, they were like, oh, we're not going to do it. It's too risky. Could have been mad, could have been upset, but I was like, okay, grateful that whatever you thought it could have been, you don't think it's that. Like this was just a precaution. Like you're not diagnosing him with cancer or something worse. Which I don't really know what's worse than cancer, but I was grateful for that. And in that moment, I was like, I'm just grateful to be with my dad, and I'm grateful to know my way around the VA hospital finally. And then my dad bought me a book about leadership and snacks. And so I was like, so even though it's like, yeah, they could have called us. Yeah, they could have given us a heads up when we did all this shifting of our schedules. And then with the VA hospital, you have to park and shuttle over there and then wait for a shuttle. And it's just a lot that goes into a visit. I was just grateful that I was with my dad. He was okay. And he didn't have to get put under and go through anything serious and have to wait for results. And they don't think it's anything that he would have to go through treatments to go through. Like this, meds will help. So practicing mindfulness. So 7 tips, meditate, mindfulness meditation. Through doing these master classes, I've learned there's different types of meditation. Did not know that. I'm still trying to keep doing the one that works for me, which is affirmations right now. Focusing on one thing at a time. I will put my hand up. That is very, very hard for me to do. I think about 80 things at one time, but getting better. Slow down, slow down. We all have hustle and bustle. We all have a million things to do, but just slow down and enjoy things. And I just been blessed in this season of my life where I could do nothing but slow down. Eat mindfully. Like, enjoy your meal. Enjoy the smell, the texture, how it makes you feel. Especially a really good meal. Like, just fully experience it. Set boundaries on your screen time. So social media, I'm not as addicted as I used to be, and I would like to give credit to doing all these different practices that I'm doing. So Facebook and Instagram and all that, I'm not, it doesn't consume my day like it used to. So I'll post about these master classes. I may like a few of my friends' posts. I may share a few of my friends' posts. But other than that, I don't. I don't get into it as much as I do. Like, I'm not on it all day. I have other things that I'm doing, reading books and like all this since Thursday. We've been playing games as family. Like, sister and her children came down. Me and my older nieces, they're adults now. I can't believe I have grown nieces, but they're adult. My nephew's an adult. And we just played games. And we played games I've never played before. So I was like, oh, it was super fun. Move. And I know it's been like the tip for everything, but they're all intertwined. They're all interconnected. But just stretch, do some yoga, walk around your desk. Like, all these little movements you can do. First, when you get out of bed, like when I get out of bed, like, I'll stretch. And then, like, my feet will stop being numb, and then I can go about my day. But just movement reminds me that I'm alive and that I have the use of my limbs and that I'm not confined, to my bed, or I'm still breathing. I'm still able to touch and think and feel. So try to incorporate more movement in your life and spend time in nature. Like I said, I love nature. And my husband and I were talking earlier, and like, he was like, for you to love nature so much, you don't like parks and beaches and stuff like that. And I love them. I just have childhood things that have happened while I was, in those locations that I have not fully let go of. Like, they're still there, so I'll do it. I'll enjoy it while I'm there, but it's the getting to that's always been the issue. Some more mindfulness practices. Play fetch. And I'm not saying go run and jump and catch a stick in your mouth. I'm saying think of a question, think of an issue you may have, and let your mind just find the solution. But frame it in a positive way, because if you phrase it negative, or you think of it as a negative, your mind's going to go there, But if you think of in a positive spin, or you're thinking of it solution oriented, your brain is wired to find solutions. We make our brains invent things, but our brains are supposed to solve our problems. If you just say, you pose a question, you just let your mind, you sit still, let your mind go, find the answer, and then you move on. I'm saying play it in your mind, but let your body be still. Notice your body sensations. Like, let yourself feel alive. Like I said, get up in the morning, stretch, touch my toes, may, move my body, let it, let yourself feel, and then let it go. Surf your cravings, surf your urges. So the thing about habits, the thing about addictions, the thing about cravings, they prompt you to have a response. Like, I want a cookie. Let me go find a cookie. I need a cigarette. I'm gonna go smoke. Whatever habit you may have, your instinct is to instantly respond to that. But let you just feel like, okay, I'm aware that right now I want some chocolate. And then you kind of search, why do you want chocolate? Like me, I realize when I'm hungry, then I want junk. But that's a addiction, a habit that I formed. So sometimes it's like, oh, I want a Coke. I want a Coke, and I want some chocolate. Well, really, I'm just hungry. So let me go find something to eat. And then 9 times out of 10, it goes away. And if it doesn't, then I'm like, okay, I'll go indulge in that today. But I don't instantly respond. Sometimes I just surf it and like, okay, if I don't respond to it, it'll go away. Like the once times I give in is like I have a headache and I'm like, this is not going to go away. Like going to sleep, it's not going to happen because this headache's not going to go away. So let me just indulge in this, let the headache go away, and then I can go to sleep. We can reset and start again tomorrow. That's the thing when you start practicing mindfulness, you don't beat yourself up as much. Well, I don't beat myself up as much at all. Like I used to always, I was so hard on myself. But I'm like, okay, tomorrow is reset day. So if I had a goal, I didn't reach it. Okay, I'm going to go to sleep. Tomorrow, we're going to continue. We're going to continue like I did it yesterday. Like my computer port had broke and I couldn't charge it. So I'm on another device. Okay, I could have just been like, all right, my computer's broke. I can't charge it, so I can't record. This is day 4 is going to be late, so I'm just not going to do it. I could have done that, but I was like, no, we're going to still crank this out. We're going to find a way to get it done. Another practice, take a mindfulness shower. So your mindful shower. So when you're in a shower, feel the water against your skin, smell the soap, feel the temperature. Is it hot? Is it cold? How do I feel? Do I feel happy? Do I feel at peace? I feel at peace. I'm like, oh, this is good. And I can finally wake up, So I started replacing showers with caffeine. So I was like, okay, we're going to go somewhere. I took a shower the night before. Well, I'm taking another one because I need to wake up. And so me taking a shower is better for my body than drinking a cup of coffee or, eating something sugary to amp myself up. Take a mindful walk. So while you're walking, because walking is automatic, like you don't really think, okay, when you get up to walk, you just get up and walk. But if you notice, okay, what's around me? How do I feel? What's my gait? Am I slow walking? Do I do left foot first, right foot first? Just thinking about the experience of walking. And then thought clouds. So imagine your thoughts, especially negative thoughts. It pops up because they just creep in. Just imagine they're clouds and you're laying on your back on the grass and you just see the thought, you just let it be. You're like, oh, okay, that's the shape of this, and that's the shape of that. And you just let it float away. uh, do what you love and then be all in it. So whether it's eating, reading, walking, cooking, whatever, just find something you love and give it all of you. Be fully there, be present, enjoy it. Tap into how you feel while you're doing it. And just lock it in as a great memory. Engage fully with others. This, when I tell you, when I say it was hard for me to be present, I did not know this. Like, I was like, oh, I think I'm an engaging person. No, you have to engage with people, which means you listen to what they're saying, not hear, not, oh, okay. My thing is like, I'm not the type that I'm just listening so I can respond. Like, I don't really think I've ever been that type of person, but I will be like imagining what the person's talking about and get lost in that story, and I start creating my own story. So while you're telling me, excuse me, while you're telling me what's going on, I'm imagining it, and then I like put my own spin to it, like I was there, but I wasn't there, and I'm not listening to what you're saying. So I had to break myself out of that. So you start looking at, what is the person wearing? How's the face looking? What emotion do they feel while they're telling you this? Because most time, like especially if you're talking about coworkers and you don't work with them, you don't know those people. So just, fully engage with them and ask them questions and be fully there with them. Notice them and not what they're saying. Like, yes, listen to what they're saying, soak it in, but also notice them. And then notice your emotions. Let them softly land. Feel them. This is the part. If my energy's changing, I apologize, because I don't like emotions at all. Like, I don't like to feel them. They feel icky. But you just let them land. You can identify them if you want to, but then let them be. Let them fade. Don't react. Just softly say, oh, I'm feeling frustrated right now. I was frustrated last night. I was trying to find a different device to work on, and none of them was working. And I was just like, I let myself go there. I was like, well, it must not be meant for me to do this. And I'm just so frustrated. And every time I try to do something, it does not work out. And I just don't know. Am I forcing something I shouldn't force? And da da da. And then I just sat with it. And then my husband he was like, well, just use my computer. And then I just sat with it, let myself feel what I was feeling. And then I was like, okay, yes, we have a solution. I still feel these emotions. I have to go through it. It's yucky, it's nasty, but whatever. And I let myself feel them, float, and I continued doing what I was doing. Put some music on. I jammed for some hours, and then I feel great. I, went to sleep. Felt great. So some mindfulness exercises. I'm just going to go through them, and then I'm going to give you the website so that you can read more about it and you can start incorporating these exercises. So mindful breathing, observation, awareness, listening, immersion, and appreciation. The website is pocketmindfulness.com, and it's 6 mindfulness exercises you can try today. And it's hyphens in between each word. And then another thing is you can Google 1 minute mindfulness exercises, and they are good. So you could be during your break, 15-minute break or lunch break, or on your way to work, or right before you eat dinner, before you go to bed. You could do some 1-minute mindfulness exercises, incorporate it in your day. So this I saw, couldn't get the raindrops to post on it. So 4 steps to stop being so hard on yourself. You can think of the acronym RAIN. So it's recognize what's going on, allow the experience to be there just as it is, investigate with kindness. Again, we tend to be so hard on ourselves. Like, there, I say myself, like, I think I'm the hardest person on me. I don't go around saying that, like, I I can't do anything right, I can't get anything right. I don't do that. But inside, I'm just like, ugh. And then I just let it sit. So I'm learning the tools. Once you learn them and you start doing them and practice them daily, then you're like, oh, they really should teach elementary school kids these practices so they have them mastered and they can be more aware and positive and productive adults. Okay, and in the end is natural awareness, which comes from not identifying with the experience. So you're not, whatever happened, you're just like, oh, that happened. And, you don't fault yourself, or it doesn't make you a bad person. It doesn't make you incompetent. It doesn't make you whatever it is, whatever criticism you want to, launch at yourself. It's just, that's that experience. And that is what it is. It's there. And then these 4 is if you have the negative thought, you have to ask yourself, is it true? Often the answer is yes. The answer is, well, yes. This is the brain initially reacting. Like I said earlier, our brains are wired to find solutions, to automatically do things. So it's the autopilot you live with, and then you believe it's you. So if you're like, I failed this test, well, I'm stupid, or I didn't study, or I'm, something, you're going to automatically think. Your brain's going to automatically answer. So you ask, is it absolutely true? So is this thought 100% accurate? Can you see the thought in a different way? A lot of my healing came from just a change of perspective. Talking to people and them saying, oh, I took it this way, or something similar happened to me, and this is the way I took it. Or did you think maybe this? Which I'm an excellent person to do that to other people. Could not do that with myself. When I did it, it was mostly like, oh, well, I can take the blame because I did this, or I allowed this to happen, or I didn't stop it before it got that far. So just change your perspective, thinking things a different way. Number 3 is, how does this thought make me feel? So notice any storylines you're holding on to and name your feelings. I told you, like, I would be listening to people, I would invent a whole storyline. What would things be like if I didn't hold this belief? So imagine possible benefits to your relationships, energy levels, and motivation. More mindfulness questions. How can I be more positive? Who are the people that support me in this life? And how can I spend more time with them? What went well for me today, and how did I contribute to it? What am I proud of? So the surprising mindfulness products, some of these I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. Some of them I was like, oh, that's different, that's new. I'm gonna try that. So you have wireless sound machines. They can double as a Bluetooth speaker, adult coloring book set. I have just regular coloring books. I have not gotten to the adult coloring book thing yet. Mindfulness tracker. You can also do an app as well. Essential oil diffuser, like I shared, had that when I was giving birth to my last child. I need to get a new one because mine broke. Meditation pillow, portable massagers. I need that in my life. So I'm going to order. I'm going to look on Amazon today and order me something. Acupressure set. I didn't like the way that looked, but I could see, I could see me trying that one day. Third eye chakra tea. I have never heard of this, but looking at it and then reading the reviews, it says really tasty, and it keeps you in a mindful state. And then the Echo Dot, which I know like they listen, like I have one, it listens to everything that you say. All of a sudden stuff starts popping up on Facebook and my Amazon on the sides like, hey, you might be interested in this. But they have a meditation teacher that you can access through Echo Dot, and that can be like your instructor while you do your meditation. And then you also can look on YouTube and find some videos as well. And so again, our business question is, think how you can market your product and your service to customers who want mindfulness, want to incorporate mindfulness, or they practice mindfulness. And so food for thought, the answers you seek never come when the mind is busy. They come when the mind is still. So that's kind of like a little more, a branch off of what I said earlier was like, make sure your body's still and your mind's going to search for the answers. But once you get to your body still, you meditate, and make your mind still, and then the answers come. So I hope y'all learned something, or you enjoyed something, or just connected with me as I share some of my experiences, as I share some things that you can incorporate in your daily life. And join us again for day 5. Bye.